So Jeff, let's talk about, Robin's, we've talked about a lot of things, QBRs, raising your prices, compliance, all the above.
Sure.
What is it important to charge, in your opinion, what you're valued and what you should be charging in the marketplace? What's the importance of that?
So, Robin talks about the head trash, right? The term head trash. But in reality, when I'm coaching MSPs, invariably, right, almost nobody really understands how to price, right? They've got some ideas of what they think the market is, but most of the time they're focused in their local geography, right? And the reality is, as you get exposure to more providers, bigger providers, you quickly realize that most of the time it's our own limitations. We're not comfortable charging $200 a user or $250 a user or $300 a seat, right? In one of my businesses, we're over $300 a seat per month, 312 on average. And a lot of people just like, oh my God, how do you do that? And if you're down charging $40 or $50 a seat, well, that does look like a big difference. But there are tried and true ways of how you increase your services. And the analogy I'll give you is, if you go to the car wash and you just get the basic car wash, no wax, just drive through, it's $12 or something, right? $8, $12, whatever. Or, they can do the inside, they can armor all the tires, and they can also, they wax the car. And next thing you know, I'm $48, getting through the car wash, right? And so that concept is what I'm talking about. How do you get a bigger, better overall service offering? And by the way, when you do that, you start to look more strategic. You start talking about more strategic things. Robin talks about credibility. She talks about authority, celebrity, trust-based marketing. All of that comes from you learning how to get bigger and better, meaning you can charge more. So that's a lot, that's probably a lot to digest, but the reality is the first MSP that I ever ran was in a small market, 200,000 people in that market. It was not a big city. And we did about $4.5 million out of that one market. And we were still growing. So the concept that, I'm in this small town or I'm in this rural part of whatever state, simply not true. I've got one of the guys that I talked about. He's in Arkansas in a small town, 20,000 people in a small town. He's doing $1.3 million in a town of 20,000 people. Well, and he's growing. So, pricing, what you go after, the type of clients that you pick, the services you offer, all of that is a mental construct. And, if you're in any of my sessions or you're in one of my coaching scenarios, I'm gonna push you. I want you to be aggressive. I want you to get bigger than you are. I want you to ultimately, I want you to grow some wealth. I don't just want you to have a job in a business. For you, you've completely transformed your life, right? You went from having a job that, yeah, it was your business, but you were working your butt off, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you weren't making that much money, to now you have a very large MSP and you make a ton of money and you have a lifestyle that goes with making those improvements and growing and taking risks.
Yeah, no, I agree. And again, I've said it, Robin said it, it's a mindset, right? If you want to be a tech, if you started a company to be a tech, you're always going to be a tech. If you started a company to be a business owner, you're going to grow into a business owner. It doesn't a business. Believe me, when I started, I was a tech. I've got 2 degrees in engineering. I was a tech. I was not a business owner. This whole sales marketing stuff, I had no clue. I just knew how to fix things, and I knew I was good at it, and I knew I could do it for medium and small businesses. But that's the part I knew. I think all of us on this call is yes, that's where you're at today, right? You know the tech part of it. That's great. You've accomplished that. Now you've got to let go of the tech, and it took me some time. Oh, Jeff, I'm telling you, it took me time to let go of plugging in cables and configuring firewalls, because I knew in my head I could do it better than anybody else. I can do it faster, better, and more efficient than anybody else. Why should I hire someone smarter than me? And I know Robin talked earlier, Jeff, about hiring and having the right team. People ask, Will, what was your first hire, and what should my first hire be? Well, my first hire, I did a great job on them, but honestly, it's trying to replace me in the tech side is the better option, because then I can help grow. I can focus on growing the business. When you hire a level 1 tech and you are the engineer and you're having to fix the servers, you have to train. Now you just added you another job, because you got to train this level 1 tech to grow himself or herself. So, but Jeff,